Good morning, everyone. It's Carolyn from Carolyn's Creative Classroom, and I wanted to hop on to reveal days 3 and 4, the final transformation of this awesome flower shop, kind of give you guys a little more insight on where I purchased everything and see it all come together. So let's get started. Let's begin with the checkout lane. Many of you asked where I purchased this, and you can find it on Target. It's called One Stop Shop. Some of you asked where I purchased my reception desk. It's actually a puppet show if you kind of turn around here. There's some space in here where they put the puppets. I labeled it for them to put their phone order, booklet, and the phone messages. So they have that. And of course, you have the I can statements in every area, along with the awesome necklaces. You have the flower shop sign hours. I do have a blank version, so you can put or have the kids write, which is awesome. So when you're first beginning, obviously you're structuring it where you're doing a lot of the work, but you can get it where the students are involved and having them write it so they have ownership in it. But if you're setting expectations of areas and how to use it, that's kind of my go-to and where I start. We have the open and close sign. On this one, I featured daytime being open and nighttime being closed. Something new I've added to my dramatic play. You'll see price tags on just about everything because we're learning numbers and practicing counting. And for the Mother's Day theme, I decided to add chocolate to the flower shop. You don't necessarily have to. You'll find labels for everything, so purse and wallet where they'll be paying. And if you walk around here, you'll have the gift cards. You'll have the clipboards with the receipts. And in here, this is kind of the extension for the families, just a letter. I try to include a letter for the parents. And if you flip it over, just says, I'm thrilled that we're going to be changing out our dramatic play. And this is just an option. You don't necessarily have to do this. But I like to include the families in our learning and extend their learning if possible. You have options for the receipt. You can do half size or full size. You could print it on one full sheet paper like this. Or you can do one full sheet front to back. So I try to offer as many options as possible so that you can pick and choose what best fits the needs of your classroom, because only you know that and you know your students best. We have phone message book. I did include the area code. If you flip it over to the other side, I did front to back. So I know some of you are going to the larger digit numbers now, so you do have that option, and they're writing numbers, they're writing their name, they're drawing pictures. So just a lot of really cool, fun, hands-on practicing. We go with the phone order book. I chose to make this one laminated, but if you go to the customer service, it's not laminated. So you have the flower order form, and they're going to choose whether it's pickup or delivery, how they want the presentation to be, whether it's going to be, in a vase, or you're going to wrap it, or it's just going to be one single flower. How many flowers, so you have number recognition and counting. You have colors. You have what kind of flowers, so any extras they're going to have, like cards and chocolates or gifts or bows or tags. Lots of fun stuff. If we walk around, again, like I said, we have the I can posters. Here's our customer service. And then even the I can for customers, so that they know they can ask for help at customer service, shop for flowers, buy gift cards, and pay the bill. one question that I get often is, how do I keep all of my materials organized? And I wanted to show you, I purchased these awesome scrapbooking boxes. I keep everything organized that's laminated inside of these. Also, you'll see that the ones that I printed off are like super colorful, but you do have the option of not so colorful that uses less ink as an option. You'll see I have, so right here, how may I help you? And then you have the background one, how may I help you in color. So just wanted to show you that you do have options in this creation. You have sale papers. So you can see here the design station, how it's not as colorful. So you do get a bunch of different options, but I keep it organized inside of here. And then for my big materials, I'll pan over. I know it looks messy right now, but this is kind of where I keep it in the black totes. They're not labeled quite yet, but we'll get there. So we have the Mother's Day special poster. Again, I do have a blank one that you can use. I purchased the flowers off of Amazon, both sets. This blue sensory bin, again, you can find it on Amazon as well. The customer service is actually a lemonade stand found on Amazon. It is a grocery store / lemonade stand from Melissa and Doug. I turned it around, and the green containers actually fit inside of here. I pulled the green containers out, and I have them organized inside of our rolling container. So you can find that on Amazon. My design station kitchen you can find was originally on Amazon, but now they only sell it on the Step 2's website. The dressing room, I have purchased that on Amazon as well. The delivery station, the cart I found on Amazon. The Step 2 actually had bins inside of here, and if you've been following me for the dentist office, you saw I used it for x-rays. For the bookstore, I used it for books. So I reuse this in multiple different ways. I chose Mother's Day books for the Mother's Day theme. However, you can use flower books if you wanted to be more generic. I do have a label that's called Flowers Books. Flower shop banner. In all of my dramatic play, I like to label what the areas are. And for kindergarten, I'd probably focus on, the blend FL. I might focus on ER, or maybe even the digraph SH, depending on where we are in our curriculum, or even word families OP. I try to hit as many standards as possible while still having fun. So you have the how to make a bouquet. Here we have, numbers. We have doing things in order. So again, we're hitting so many standards while having so much fun. Let's go down to our materials. You have the ribbons. You have tissue paper, which I still need to cut down. The cutters and the gloves and the spray bottle to pretend. We have the vases and the pots. I try to reuse as many materials as possible. So if you were following me, the plant shop, I purchased these pots here. And so I'm reusing them for the flower shop. I found this at the dollar store. I talked a little bit about that on day 1 and 2. I found this Oriental Trading super cheap. It is not glass, it is plastic. The kids have dropped them and they haven't broke yet. So coming down here, we have the cards and the word cards. I do think giving the kids a template to start off is good, and then letting them be creative, making their own cards. So I do give them options, and of course, depending on where your kids are, what you'll print off, but all it does is it prints one full paper that looks like this, and then the students will fold it on the dotted line to make the card. So going with the Mother's Day theme, we have special ladies, Mother's Day, grandparents, we have mom, we have aunt, we have grandma. So they get to kind of choose what they want to do. And going with them, trying to be as independent as possible, we have our word cards. I mean, we want the kids to sound it out in kindergarten and really use their sounds to, write. But it doesn't hurt to help give them some word cards, kind of like if you have, your words up on your word wall. This is just kind of like a small word wall, essentially. But I broke it down into people, phrases, and things, so that they can write to their friends and dad, mom, aunt, uncle, brother, grandma, and so on. And then you have things that are themed. So if you're doing the flower shop, you're probably going to have either Valentine's Day or Mother's Day. So, talking about flowers and cards and pictures and, maybe making breakfast for your mom. And then you have phrases. So like your friend, maybe you're saying happy birthday or happy Valentine's Day, Grandparents' Day, Mother's Day. So just different things that you would say, like, I forgive you, I love you, I'm sorry, congratulations, thank you. So I keep these, they're laminated, and then this is just a key ring holding them together. So those are the word cards. You have stuffed animals, because I wanted to add another option of things that they can purchase in the flower shop. If you're going for cheap, wait until after Valentine's Day. You can find stuffed animals so cheap. We have the foam, which I talked about how I cut down pool noodles, to and from cards. I laminated these cards so that they can write with dry erase markers. So they're practicing writing their name. They're practicing sounding out, words to who it's going to go to. I made some bouquet paper. I know that we have tissue paper in which the kids will cut and make it, but I wanted one that was like reusable. That I added some Velcro to it. I laminated them, and they can fold and put together. So let me show you what that looks like. You have the option of a big one and a small one. I'm sure the majority of your flowers, if you're buying from the dollar store, are going to need the small one, and then we held it up using the pool noodles. I found these bows on Amazon. They're actually hair tie bows, but they help the kids being able to attach it easier because this is not coming apart. Just something I found. And of course, Mother's Day's books, including Grandma and Aunt and Mom. You can find the links all on Amazon, which will be included in my blog post. Janitor's closet, again, this is something that, I have in just about every one of my dramatic play because I want a cleanup crew. This is Melissa and Doug's cleanup thing, and this is Amazon Baby Shark because I have a student that's obsessed with Baby Shark that loves cleaning. Coming over here to the design station, again with my I Can. So they're going to wrap the flowers, tie it with ribbon, add bows, and design the bouquet. And as you can see here, I try to include exactly what it's going to look like, what they'll be doing. So if you come over here, this is the design station. I have black and white, but I also have color here where it's laminated so that they can reuse it. They're practicing writing their name. I like to give examples. So yes, they'll be purchasing these flowers, but also shows the kids kind of what they can do and giving them an example. And again, this is pool noodle. You can see all I did was shove the dollar store stems right in there. They stay in there and I reuse it. If you're going for, cheap and you want to reuse things, this is actually the Folgers coffee cup. And as you can see, it fits perfectly. And the bouquet looks really cute, super easy, and a cheap idea. Going for stem, I found these flowers on Amazon. I'll link that along with the container. But if you check out my flower or my plant shop dramatic play blog post, I do have a link to that as well. These are new flowers because I thought this was really cute to have, so that they can build inside of here. The other one was more like mud or dirt or soil. The kids actually loved building these super tall. You have the dressing room. Again, I can. And of course, I'm making sure that we put away objects neatly. I purchased this green apron on Amazon, and all I did was add the tags of the flower shop and the pockets. I reused this green apron when we did the coffee shop, when we did the plant shop. So this apron's gotten a lot of use, and all I did was reuse and add the labels to it. I try to reuse my materials as many times as I can. Going with the I Can, again, we're going to make sure that we drive safe, following the map. And I came up with this idea as I was creating this. So I really wanted to hit following directions and right and left, but I also wanted to practice numbers. So we have the delivery mapping of the houses, numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 10. But I did want to show you there's options. So for my kids that wanted to make their own map, all I did was I printed it and then laminated it, and they can use dry erase markers. There's all the other options where you have, the houses are blank, and then they can write their own numbers or names on it. Or completely blank where they can draw again. And we, of course, have the map, so they're practicing north, south, east, west. Here we have the pond and the airport, and we could talk about the railroad tracks. So there's a gas station that's there. Lots of different, fun, cool skills that they're learning while playing. So reserved parking, they know exactly where it goes. They have the label of where. And then I like to add cool, fun stuff, like here's our license plate that says roses for you, and labeling it. Coming over here to meet the staff, you have your awesome roll necklaces, and then you have the numbers, so they're practicing customer service, staying in line. So you have so many fun, cool features of this dramatic play. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below. If you like it, make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. And until next time, let me know, guys, what do you think we should do for June? What should be the next dramatic play? One winner will win this dramatic play flower shop by leaving me a comment down below. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.